Welcome to the Sidelines Sports Invitational presented by Sidelines Sports Network. Our first game this afternoon is Connecticut takes on Ohio State. The bottom half of the bracket over on the B stream, twitch.tv/Mr. Bepic. Louisville takes on Tennessee on the B stream. And at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Arizona State takes on San Diego State over here on our broadcast. Florida Atlantic will tip off with Louisiana Tech at 8 Eastern on the B stream as well. Following that at 9 o'clock Eastern Time, the loser of our current game will take on the loser of Louisville versus Tennessee on our stream. The winners will match on Mr. Bebek's channel. At 10 Eastern, the winners of the Arizona State SCSU series will take on the winner of FAU or Louisiana Tech at 10. The loser at 10 on Mr. Bebek's channel. Station, your host for tonight. Let's get down to the field for game number 1 as Connecticut takes on Ohio State in our first game here at the Sideline Sports Network. Invitational presented by the Collegiate Conference Series in partnership with the Sideline Sports Network. Excited to partner Sideline Sports. I am a solo host for tonight, and I have a partner with me later on this afternoon. But right now, UConn will take on Ohio State to kick things off. If you want to catch the B stream, Rebek is live with taking on a new look Tennessee roster this spring. On UConn to hop in the lobby and get things underway as Dan Watt, Eagles, and Chris will take the field for Ohio State. The Buckeyes from Columbus, Ohio. On UConn Huskies versus Connecticut. I believe Chris is dub. Ohio State, I could be wrong on that. Not here. Ohio's UConn also, I believe, has a sub in place of Noah. Third. Huskies, if I'm mistaken. No, that. Like. I don't. Young Cap and Noah. On rolling with substitute at least first game. Anyways, we are just waiting on UConn to connect to the lobby, and we'll get game 1 underway. All 8 series will be on broadcast tonight are all best of 5. Tip off at the top of every hour. Next 4 hours going at the same time on our channel and over at twitch.tv/Mr. Bepic for the B stream this afternoon. Tomorrow, all 4 championship game matches on our channel starting at 7 Eastern. 7th place game. 2 teams go 0-2 tonight. Play first at 7. The 5th place game, the consolation spot at 8 p.m. Eastern. Then we will have the 3rd place game with the bracket losers at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. And then at 10 p.m. we'll have the 1st place championship. The 2 teams go unbeaten tonight. Questions about how the bracket works, please feel free to ask in chat. I will answer the bracket one more time, but essentially if you win, you go to the right side of the bracket. If you lose, you go to the left. Go down if you lose the consolation match. If you win, you go up over the right-hand side of the bracket. Back to Ohio State. One less than an hour. So just waiting on UConn to hop online here. Alrighty, looks like we are good to go. Game 1, UConn, Ohio State, the first game of the Sidelines Sports Network Invitational presented by CCS in partnership. Sidelines Sports Network is underway. UConn takes on Ohio State. The first time ever in CCS. The Huskies, a tournament team from just a season ago. Ohio State has never seen postseason play. CCS are trying to start out things right on the good foot today. Sideline Sports Invitational. Round 1, they are met with UConn, and all 4 of these Round 1 games were decided by the owner of Sideline Sports Network. These were not seeded at all whatsoever by the collegiate CCS staff. We let the owners of Sideline Sports Network decide how they wanted to see the bracket play out. That's what we elected to do for tonight's games. And 4 matches you will see tonight, barring winners and losers after at 9 and 10 Eastern. But these first opening games, UConn, a chance for Cap is good. UConn's got a 1-0 lead. Cap is actually here for UConn, so I guess he lost in our LCS. Expecting to have our LCS this weekend, but just back with us tonight, Lamb and Cap, I believe. Oh, it's also here as well, so UConn at full strength here tonight for the Sideline Sports Network. Ohio State playing with a sub, which I believe Chris. I don't know the actual starting roster, so I know Dan wants a starter. I know Eagles is also a projected starter this semester for the Buckeyes. UConn going to see a second. Noah 2-0 goes to Huskies 101. Off the clock here in game number 1. UConn up front early, making a statement here in game 1. .101 off the clock to play. UConn, a quick start here. Now Ohio State trying to answer back with a goal of their own. UConn maybe chance for Lamb, Danwad, and Eagles. Off the counter, fast break broken up by Noah. Buckeyes still trailing just 2. Still trying to find their first goal. Yes, season. Their first official game alongside UConn Huskies. All 8 teams playing this event will play 3 non-conference games for the course of tonight and tomorrow. They'll all have 1 non-conference match during week 2. Regular season, which tips off this upcoming weekend. Cap is burned. Chris, the sub, has the first. Of course, I'm casting UConn. You dang well know it, Galaxy. 3:17 to go. The game at 7 that I wanted to pick, and I let Pepek take the Louisville Tennessee game as he loves watching Tennessee play. Those an easy decision. Split up the 7 p.m. window. Here to kick off things at the Sideline Sports Network. University of Connecticut. Stores, Connecticut. Taking on the Ohio State Buckeyes from Columbus, Ohio. 2-1 with 2 minutes off the clock in Ohio State. Do finally get an answer of their own. Now UConn looking to answer back after a third opportunity. Open net for Noah. Make it count for 3. 2:55. It's a 2-goal difference for the University of Connecticut. .255 to go. Got you, Galaxy. Gone ahead by a margin of 3. 2:52 to go. Noah says no problem. I'll see. Gonna take that, little bro. 2:52 to play. No more trolling the players in the field. But UConn is in front by 3 during game 1. Back go to UConn. Fast break opportunity. Downward shot there. Danwad will clean that one up for Ohio State. And a huge look. Goes haywire. Double commit. Lamb, a save. Keeps UConn still within 3. And the defense will hold the line. Chris, rebound. Low shot there. Noah, easy save. Go bring it out of harm's way. The pressure built back across the red end. Lamb has the lead blocker. Capped from the corner. No good there for Lamb and crew. Chris, bring it out of harm's way for the Buckeyes. Towards midfield, he's taken down. Galaxy, I mean, again, you're at Xavier. You're going to play UConn later on in the year. So, UConn is going to be this semester as a projected Big East champion again after last season's loss to Villanova. the tournament title game and got the A2. Both of these so did see tournament play with Villanova and UConn. Ohio State missed the Big Ten tournament. Go back first time in U.S. careers. This is their second season playing in CCS. UConn's third. They made the tournament both times. They've been in the league trying to go back for a third time, but be here in the spring. But things have looked great. UConn early on in week 1, 1:30 to play, is still in front by 3 as the UConn Huskies do a stellar job early here in the Sidelines Sports Invitational. Down to Danwad. Opportunity there for Ohio State is good. Danwad is second. A lead back down to 2. It's been cut in half. 1:12 to go. UConn's lead still out at double. 4-2 with 72 seconds on the clock to play. .108 to play. Danwad goes high. The double and own goal. And Danwad's got 2. 4-3. 1:06 to go. And we see an own goal for Cap. A beautiful shot, though, by Cap. That's incredible angle there and a perfect read. But unfortunately, it is on the wrong net. 6 seconds left. And the UConn just down. Now a 1-goal lead after leading 3 earlier. Almost a tie game there. But Ohio State still hanging on by needle and thread here. Risk and a fire on target. Cap rotates back in. Easy traditional save for the UConn Huskies. Noah fires. No good. Danwad launching downfield. 45 to go. Cap back to center field for Lamb. He's dusted. Pass broken up. Bump there by Lamb. Reset some time for UConn to fall back. Blocked away. It's broken up by Lamb. Fake for Lamb, still in control. Shot denied. Rebound doesn't go. Put back is also turned away in the goal line. 20 to play. Now Ohio State a chance to strike there in the corner. And Cap holds the line. UConn still just within 1. Ohio State trying to find themselves one last look here. Rebound doesn't go. Noah will hold again. Eagles rebound attack to Danwad. Also broken up by Cap. Game 1 will go to a close. One last look. It's good. We're tied. Chris on 0 seconds. Hits the equalizer. And UConn blow a 4-1 lead. Close out game number 1. Seconds so far in extra period. UConn led a 4-1 in this game. Another own goal for Cap and Ohio State. Storm back from 4-1 to win the game number 1. And UConn blew a 4-1 lead in full in overtime after yet another own goal. Goals have to stop if you gave up 2 of them. Game number 1. Ohio State technically close, but 12 shots later win 5-4. You won 14 total shots. Does fall just short by 1, 5-4 after a 4-0 run by the Buckeyes. Server is dead. Love that. I think we lost a server. Love that. All good. Yeah, Alex, I gotta ask you, you're at Xavier. Going into the UConn game, is there any hope the Musketeers to go dancing this spring? Is this finally the run Look, you about that in a couple. Game number 2 underway. UConn, Ohio State. It is 1-0 in favor of the Buckeyes after UConn just completely put away game after a 4-1 lead. 2 own goals later brought Ohio State back into this series at 1-0. Huskies look to adjust. Slippery set for Noah. Goes high. Down shot there. No good. Rebound. Also doesn't go 2-on-0 for Ohio State the other way. It's broken up by Capitano on the far side. Dunk for Dan Wand. Won't fall. And UConn hold for now. 30 seconds down. On another huge chance eventually to make a stand. They will turn it into a goal. Cap finds the first. What a turnaround. UConn almost got scored on and then had a perfect transition. Turns it into a 1-0 Husky lead. Galaxy, you're opting on UConn and cheering for them at the same time. Pick a struggle. Either root for them or root against them. 4:22 to go. And UConn is now back in front by 1. For Noah. Thing at stake there, but 4:10 to play. All 8 of these teams have given us stellar interactions on Twitter in terms of the Sidelines sports accounts that have done a good job promoting last season. They reflected to be invited to this season's field. It's a goal for Chris. He's got 3 on the night. Ohio State back to tie. Chris will deliver the first blow for the Buckeye. Off number 3, UConn already in trouble. Dan Watt trot, rebound, won't go. Rebound is good. Eagle on a second. Ohio State will open up the second minute on a 2-0 run. 3:47 to play. UConn dealing with defensive struggles early in this one. 13 left, a couple of botched defensive patience and a couple of own goals. Then Ohio State some life in this should down a 1-0. Best of 5 after a 4-1 run to close last game for UConn. Open things up, and then Ohio State a 4-0 run to win it. Over the top, net by Dan Watt, back for Cap in the corner, on target. Will not go. Rebound for Lamb is denied. Cap fires to Lamb, back to Noah. Blocks the opportunity there. 3:18, and UConn come away with yet another nothing on the goal line. UConn just can't seem to put all 3 pieces together offensively here. 3:05 to play. Chris gonna look for a double of his own. It'll fall. There's a third. Ohio State making a statement here in game at number 2. .304 to go. Now UConn trail 2. Largest upset of the season so far. Pass Dan Watt, clear for Chris, back to Noah, full boost. Double Husky defense, halftime. Approaching in the game to go 3-1 in favor of Ohio State as the Buckeyes. Stellar job so far. Pinning down UConn. Chris gonna fire to Dan Watt. Lamb will block that one away towards the opposite corner. Now in the second half. Underway here. The Huskies still trail by 2. Shot gonna not fall through. Noah will hold off the line for the Husky defense. A really good shot there and a very difficult save. Brings UConn still 2-goal deficit. Noah flip reset. Will get over to get the first defender. Apadok sent away by Chris. Wing fires on target. Top corner. Eagles. Huge save, rebound for Noah. Won't fall. Chris another save. Direct touch back to Eagles from Chris. Minute 40 to go. And UConn so many chances, but coming away with nothing. Is that shot also turned wide? UConn just still can't seem to find a rhythm. Offensively now, a shot finally will fall through. 3-2, minute 30. UConn within one. Lamb on the first after about 3 minutes. On to finally get back on the scoreboard. Now Layman through just one. Snapshot turned away. Trying to avoid getting bumped there. 3 seconds to go. Game number 2, and Eagles turn this one awry. Time for the Buckeyes. 1:11 to go. Clock becoming a silent factor for Ohio State to focus on ticking down all the way to 0-0. No, another own goal. 4-2. Ohio State get a third of the series, and another own goal. UConn just can't seem to. They've got as many goals on the red net as they do the blue net. (101) back to 2 for Ohio State. That's the third own goal of the series for UConn. All 3 have been done by Cap, so Cap might need to get benched after this. Scored a lot of goals for Ohio State. Was sent up high, 30 seconds to play. Cap towards the wing, finds Eagles across an open territory. Now Dan Waterloo, 50, met by Eagles and Chris in the backfield. 20 to go. Eagles. Flip reset over the first. Looking for a bump, has no lead blocker. Cap launching forward here. Chris will take the clear. 13 to play. Noah left alone. UConn's got to dive in. Couldn't make the play happen. Game 2 will go to the Buckeyes. A 2-0 lead intact for the Buckeyes. 5-2 going to be the final. 2 seconds to go. Game 2 will come to a close, and UConn now trailing 2-0 as we approach Game 3. Tennessee, Louisville, currently in Game 2 overtime. Tennessee leading 1-0, and the series are tied at 2, though. Right now, clock over as of right now. Game 3 now going to load up here. UConn must reverse. Perfect and Sideline Sports Invitational by the Sideline Sports Network in a partnership Collegiate Conference Series. A lot of UConn fans in chat. Are there any fans of the Buckeyes? Here you go. Any Ohio State fans? Afternoon. How about any Ohio State fans? Drop something in chat. I know there's tons of UConn people watching. A couple of Noah supporters. Not necessarily UConn fans, but then back to action. Game 3. UConn, Ohio State. Still 2-0. Buckeyes, probably a score that many didn't see coming here. Game number 1. Game 2, well, first game of the night. UConn needs 3 perfect minutes. Perfect games. 15 perfect minutes. First sweep here, but it all starts with the Game 3 and having that dominant game. In Game 3 or 4, Cap gonna deliver the first blow. UConn on the board, 4:21, and the Huskies on top early again. That's Cap gonna deliver first blow from Noah off the assist. A beautiful give and go. Finds the Huskies in front by 1. Playing Dan Watt around the corner, launching to midfield. Cap off the sidewall. Eagles. Back to attempt there, wide and high. Rebound for Chris on target, doesn't go. Ohio State still continuing to build pressure here, deep in blue territory. This opportunity also goes awry. Noah will hold the line for now. That shot on target. Is it over Chris? It's not. On a couple of good looks earlier. Game 3, but things have to hold quite firmly. Want to have a chance to really extend this series into further territory of a game 4 or 5 situation. Getting through game 3 is proving to be a tall task in order right now as Cap's trying to deliver another blow. The UConn Huskies offense stifled the last prior to game. First minute 30. Pretty good so far for UConn. A lot of chances, but nothing too threatening. Ohio State hasn't been able to easily cover. 2 minutes off the clock. Numbers up for UConn Eagles. Off the clear left alone. That backboard doesn't get through Chris. Noah left alone with nothing. Will take his sweet time. On to the other way. Over the first, Lamb left alone, finds to save halftime. In the game 3, UConn. Still in front 1 is Ohio State trying to deliver their first here, but UConn will hold the line again. Up high. Over the first, drop down, double, no good. A rebound won't fall. Attempt number 3 into the corner is sailing through for no. It's going to be saved. Ohio State hold the line. 2 minutes to go, and yet another opportunity goes awry for UConn. That one's got to go through for the Huskies here. Still a 1-to-go game. If they lose by 1, that one chance will come back to haunt them later. That's got to fall if you're UConn. Gotta stay composed. Not another open net off the bar and out. 40. That's now 2 open nets that UConn has had that have been completely botched. The Husky offense, 90 and some change to play. Dan Wada missed down for Eagles. Top corner, no good. Play here in game 3. Up top, no rebound, Eagles. Double commit from the UConn defense. Now left alone as Cap plays this one wide. Back for Eagles into the backboard. Couldn't drop that one through. Cap of whip there sets up Noah to be left by his lonesome. And we'll find the clear forward. 45 to play in game 3. UConn needs something here. And Cap will deliver 2-0. And finally see a multi-goal lead come back to fruition. The first time since game 1. UConn back to good. Game 3, things looking quite solid. The Huskies. A long way to go ahead of them here, though, if they do close out game 3 on a high note. 30 seconds. Go regulation, barring a miracle. UConn should see 5 more minutes get added to the clock of this best of 5. Cap's got a hat trick from Noah. Noah should have 3 assists. That he does. He's got a playmaker. Award and Cap's got the hat trick. 10 seconds to go. And UConn at least see through game 4. Clock will tick down. UConn 2-1 down. There's the first 5 minutes that have been perfect. They shut out Ohio State and probably feel like they should be up 2-1 after what happened in game 1, but we don't have to talk about that. Game 4 coming up. See if UConn can push this thing into a game 5. All right, game number 4. 5 East. But I mean, I agree. Honestly, looking, they looked good all night. The problem is, game 1 they owned goal twice, threw a 4-1 lead away. Last about 2 minutes, and this is going to trickle into the UConn end if they don't clear soon. If they will. Ohio State now getting shut out in game 3. But also were given me goal in game 2 after an own goal. UConn has scored in their own net 3 times in this series. See if those own goals come back to bite them if they do drop here. We are trying to pull together a reverse sweep. See how good UConn can do in that category. A double. No good, Lamb. Let alone Chris. Open space. And we're going to break it up. Rebound for Dan Juan. Won't fall. Cap will cover. The first offensive possession for Ohio State is turned away. And Noah almost right back into his own net for a 4th own goal of the night. UConn really seem to love playing this ball very deep into their own net and playing goal line defense on their own pass backs. But team comfortable has worked so far. For the majority is, although they in game 1, they really kind of threw away the game. And team bump there gives Cap a save. 15 gone. Halfway almost to number 4. On the beat frame, Tennessee just swept Louisville. So Louisville will play at 9 Eastern. Of this series on our broadcast. Tennessee will play on the B stream 9 Eastern against the winner of the series. 3:15 to go. UConn was once ahead 4-1 in game 1 and lost in overtime 5-4. Dropped to game 1, dropped to game 2 3-1. Now stormed back in game 3 with 2-0, shutting the Ohio State team out. Looking for a stellar performance here, and a big block for Chris. Holds the line for Ohio State, and UConn still have nothing to give offensively. I'm going to keep this rally going on this possession. Lamb back across. He's turned wide by Dan Juan. Halftime approaching here in game 4. Left alone, back for Cap. Downfield clear numbers for the Huskies. Back for Cap. There's the first. 2:32. UConn in front 1. And a half minutes on the clock to go today in game 4. UConn trying to push to a game 5 and try to get the first reverse sweep of the season, at least on broadcast. I don't know if there has been one off stream or not, but as far as I'm aware, have been no reverses yet, at least on certain. Had a couple of very, very close calls. Nothing has been successful in complete the whole 15 minutes of a reverse sweep yet. UConn could be the first to do so if they get to game 5 and pull it off. But again, we're still 2 minutes away from that. UConn only has a 1-0 lead. Almost a tie game there, as Ohio State had a great look. 150 plays so far. He again gets the winner. 9 o'clock on Bepic's channel. Louisville gets the loser. 9 o'clock on our stream. DJ, thanks for the Raiders now joining us. UConn trailing 2-1, and they blew a 4-1 lead in game 5 after 3 straight own goals. They dropped to game 2 by a margin of 2. Stormed back in game 3 to win 2-0. Now a 1-0 lead here. 1:18 to play in game 4, trying to send this to a game 5. Come 5 minutes away from the first reverse of the season. I did not say that, Galaxy. That is full on Cap. Just like Cap owned going 3 times earlier. He definitely did. 1 minute to go. UConn still holding nicely. Ohio State's defense starting to break a little bit, as UConn's got a lot of pressure and they've got good boost control. Rebound attack. There's a second. 46 seconds. UConn in front 2. And the Huskies starting the storm back tonight after an 0-2 start to the night. for UConn. They're really pulling things together late when it matters. A series like this with their backs against the wall, trying to start out strong on the right foot. Here at the CCS Sidelines Sports Network Invitational. Snap off towards the corner. Across the right side, 30. Play on the clock here in game 4. UConn trying to just hold the line for now in game 4, seeing themselves through game 5, and Cap's got another hat trick. He's 3 of 4. UConn delivering what should be the kill shot. Game 4. Now, probably going to push Ohio State to a game 5 here. Fires turned away by Lamb. Long clear from UConn. Cap off the backboard. On target. Will it bounce through? It will. Noah's got the dunk. 8 to play. It's 4-0. What a play by Cap. Sets up Noah to make the read. It is 4-0 in favor of UConn, and another dominant game. And Ohio State's offense been shut down completely for at least 10 minutes here since this end of game number 2. What a stellar job by UConn. Game 5, side of the first round game during the Sidelines Sports Invitational, going in last game of our first game of this broadcast. What better way to start things out with the game 5? Damn. Read it to do that. I get a rate of 100 viewers more, I'll dance. I'll make you that bet. What I thought, Galaxy. 5 minutes on the clock, game 5. Underway, and Ohio State's got the first off the kickoff. 2 seconds in. They break the curse. They break the UConn run of 10 straight perfect defensive minutes. Finally concede for the first time since game 3. Game 2.
What a play!
.45. Go here. Chris on target. Noah able to hold the line. Cap across the infield. Cap launching forward and into the backboard. Gonna look for a double. Double fit for the Ohio State defense. Nothing there though, as UConn will fall back. What? On midfield over the first, met by Chris. On target, having to avoid a bump. The save can't be made. It's 2-0 Ohio State, 4:11 to play here in game 5. The bump from Dan Wad sets up Ohio State on a second opportunity. Four minutes to go here. On trail 2, need 2. Last 4 minutes of this one. Noah delivering on target. Chris, another save for the Buckeyes. What toward corner will find success down the stretch. 15 gone off the clock so far, and Ohio State managing that very efficiently. Almost another own goal from Noah. Going to make contact there. That was straight down into his own net. But a minute and a half off the clock, and Ohio State more than content with how things have opened here in game 5 so far. To go. And a chance over the middle right corner. No good, Danwan. A huge save. We'll keep UConn offense off the boards for now. First 120 ticks of this one elapsed. Chance here to the corner, sailing through for Cap. 2-1, 2:59 to go. UConn all of a sudden back within one.
Saved by the keeper.
Play here in game number 5. Again, UConn just within one. Danwa delivers a third. 2's across the clock. Gonna lead it back to 2 for Ohio State as UConn concede again. Here is Danwa. Will find a third. Backfield, flip reset. Double reset there for Noah. Chris will launch forward. Back. Red territory. A warning. Game number 5. $30. 5. UConn still trail 2. Yep. 1 has help for Noah. Still possession back in the hands of the Buckeyes. Chris. Center field, a minute 20. Back for Danwa. Fires high. Double attempt. No good. 1:18 to go. UConn need to score soon here. Get this thing back within 1. For about 30 seconds left. Maybe another pass across here. Going to look for a bump for Noah. Couldn't connect. Now back for Cap. Across the opposite side of the field. We're very far across from his teammates. Backfield. Going off the ceiling and across. There's Cap in field. The shot won't go. Danwa will hold the line again. That's got to fall if you're UConn here, and something has to give if you're Connecticut. 30 to play. UConn still need 2. Have a chance to win this thing, and Ohio State's going to get a breakthrough. And to play, the clock ticking. Lamb has the score right here, right now. Cap trying to deliver the blow. Gets it to fall. 5 to play, and UConn within 1. Off the kickoff, a fake. Chris off the corner. UConn gets a bounce. Noah will have the ball, the rock in his hands here over the first. Have help. Cap forcing a 50. Gets a kill. UConn nowhere to be found. The ball is dropped. Ohio State have stunned UConn in round 1. UConn will take on Louisville at 9. Ohio State will play Tennessee. I'm going to go to break. When I come back, we'll have San Diego State take on Arizona State.